Mr. Rajesh Kumar to the stage to present a memento as a token of appreciation. As a insightful journey, it's time to welcome Mr. Santosh Deshpande, a leader whose rich experience, strategic mindset, and people-centric vision have made a remarkable impact in the world of human resources. He is currently serving as a General Manager of Human Resources at Schneider Electric India Pvt. Limited. He oversees key areas including employee relations, statutory compliance, and plays influential roles on POSH and well-being committees. Beyond the boardroom, he is a prolific writer, an engaging speaker, and a visiting faculty at the University of Mumbai. He is also a passionate marathon runner, having completed over 30 events. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm and enthusiastic welcome to the dynamic and inspiring Mr. Santosh Deshpande.
Am I audible? No, this is a habit we have while talking to teams and all. So we always used to say like, am I audible? Thank you. Good morning to all. So sorry for this technological flaw, you can say initially. So respected dignitaries, fellow professionals, and dear colleagues. Before I begin to speak, I would like to share one quote with all of you. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. Thank you all for having me here to speak on a subject that is deeply relevant and rapidly evolving: industry relations. When the world around us is being reshaped by algorithms, automation, and artificial intelligence, the essence of IR rooted something deeply in trust, value of employee roles, and dialogue. Let us look at a changing landscape. Presently, in the era of this transformation, machines are data-driven. The work is mainly app-based, and our entire life, you can say, taken by a digital transformation. But in this midst of all, human element is a central point. The relationship between employer, employee, and unions remains central to not only a business sustainability but entire ecosystem. Yeah, so I would like to share this slide, how we passed from the era. How many of you are from 30 to 20 years of experience? They must be knowing about this change. See how technology driven and they can reshape our entire our domain, HR function, our IR function. We used to sign earlier form 3A, 6A, hard copy. We used to have, PF annual contribution slips. We used to collect one PF and distribute among sheets. There are many things like PF challan or ESSC challan. Our personal people go to bank, collect and submit it to ESSC office. So now this entire work is driven by technology. Now it is digital. So the change is happening, but we have not noticed it. So there are so many list of this. So many changes are happening. I remember during last, I think 25-30 years back, we used to distribute wages to workers during night shift in cash, hard copy. Likewise, there are many cases where it was a laborious work our HR people used to do during that era. So that all entire things are taken by technology and our life is smoother. I remember plant manager during that time used to sign ESIC forms, gratuity forms, or this PF nomination, then giving counter files of this nomination. Sometimes there is a change in the nomination, so we have to collect that. There are so many issues of union, saab uske wo nahi liya. So we come out from that to this. So point what I am making here is that change is happening, and when change is happening, there are many things, new avenues also coming at our portal. So let me share a current example of how when technology driven, we have to implement technology with a collaboration. In South India or textile unit, they were implementing AI-based artificial intelligence app for productivity and attendance. So initially while implementing, the crew members were concerned about continuous monitoring and that you can say that entire efficiency is measured. So when management team included two of crew members from the group, it was not only accepted, but it gave a good result. Even shift planning was improved and absenteeism was reduced. So learning is when we implementing in this present era any new technology, we have to partner it. We have to collaborate with people. Gone is the era wherein you are giving circular or giving some notice and implementing things. So the traditional IR model built around the collective bargaining, permanency, compliance, being challenged by gig work, contract staffing, and algorithmic management. We must reimagine IR as a legacy function, but as a strategic enabler and transformation. How to change the slide? This one. So, see the growth of gig workers over last 5 years. In 2020, there were 7.7 million gig workers. In 2025, the number is 12 million. And it is estimated that by 2028, the number will be 23 million. This rapid growth and expansion of platform-based and flexible employment models. See, today's workforce is not very concerned about employment. They say, I will go to Rapido, I will drive Ola, I will go to, what you can say, Blinkit. So they are not concerned about employment. I was reading one ILO report. They say in India, there is around 20 to 25% automation happening in manufacturing domain because of front level manpower is not available. So just imagine India, we are the second largest population in entire globe where this is the condition. And I always say in a lighter note that there is no, what you can say, unemployment in India. Any HR people you ask, he will say that there is no unemployment. So moving to next, how industrial relations matter in this entire changing phase. No machine can replace the power of human being, human connection. IR is not just about resolving disputes. It is building culture of fairness, respect, and shared purpose. The harmonious workplace leads to improved productivity, lower attrition, safer operations, and most importantly, a sense of belonging. While going through this, let us look at a past experience. History shows us when IR breaks down, the cost is too high for the workers, for union, for society, as well as nation's GDP also get impacted. From strikes to lockouts, from unrest to litigation, this entire balance is very fragile. Just remember the famous strike of 1982 by Dr. Datta. That strike was dismantled the empire of Mill Owners Association of Mumbai and downfall of Bombay Industrial Relations Act and emergence of MRTO Act. The tragic incidents of 2012, Maruti Suzuki Manesar plant, the incidents of breakdown of mistrust led to violence, loss of life, and long-term reputational damage to entire industrial relations as a domain. Contrast to this example, Larsen and Toubro, now it is Schneider Electric. We have union. We do not have any history of lockout or strike. All our collective bargaining settlements are settled, sitting across table with a collaboration, partnering, and a dialogue. Not only that, recently during a pandemic, we have our canteen, which is not operational for 5 months. The same canteen where menu was out of 6 non-veg. But our employees used to carry their own water bottle, tiffin, and deployment of manpower was also phase-wise. First we have only 50 permission, then it was 100. Our transport routes were 20 transport routes, only 5 were operational initially. But there was no industrial dispute or any unrest during that. So the crux of the matter that how you collaborate, how you deal with people, that matters. So in current era, evolving role of unions are seen no longer as a dispute makers or raising the issues. They increasingly serve as a partners in progress, engaging proactively in shaping workplace policies, in digital transformation projects, and promote inclusive growth and employment. Recently in Bengaluru, there is a union formed, which is a digital union of WhatsApp and Telegram members, because they are all e-commerce people, all are working from distant places. So there is dispute about health policy and their performance rating during their app-based rating. So that issue was taken to the app and it was resolved. So learning is what now the mode of union is also going to change in coming days. We have to see that. So collective bargaining is also something very new. It is not like sitting across table. It will be from like team conference or something. It will happen across geographies, across different locations. Just for your experience, just for your information, Karnataka and Rajasthan are only two states having separate legislation for the gig workers. I would not be surprised to see in future the union leaders will be carrying with the laptops, having all studies like study by E&Y or from Deloitte, or validating their claims about increase in production. Morning, sir. So that will not only help you to attract management opinion, but will help to agree management to their demand. So let us see the sharp decline in the industrial dispute in last. You will see 2005, there are only 192 strikes and now it is 39. So lockouts also dropped from number 60 to only 5. So this is the data taken from CLC and the government website for me. So pardon me if there is any flaw in these also. One is so presently to strengthen engagement. So looking at this all future of unionization, if I see, there are many changes observing. Employees are mainly experiencing in strengthening the engagement with employees by regular dialogue, having town halls, quarterly town halls where leadership present business scenarios, answer questions of employees, discuss about business plans, future plans. So this gives employee a care for or inform, taken their opinion. Not only that, there is a speak-up culture in an organization, first line reporting is there. And there are various recognition programs followed by employees. Apart from this, as a compliance model, due to stringent compliance, like working hours, weekly offs, minimum wages, these are normally not being followed by nowadays by employees. So this is, and coupled with this, the active social media presence by employees. Any problem is there, they are lodging those complaints to social media. So these all creating the individual complaint submission rather than collective complaint resolve model. So that is leading to lesser opting for union membership rather than the individual representation. See the trade in unionized employees, union membership. From 2005 to 2025, I have taken this 20 years, 2 decades. 7.85 to 10.12 million. It is just 29% increase in the union membership for 20 years. So, in the terms of percentage, it is just 29%. So, this is showing, indicating that people more opting for individual representation rather than the union representation. So, limited growth of unionization is advantage or disadvantage that we need to decide, but people are more opting for this. A second parameter for this is that people do not have time to wait for the resolution of this. They don't want to go negotiation, meetings and all. If they don't want to continue with employment, they will simply resign and go. Just imagine 15, 16 years ago, how many of us imagined that any seniors booking Ola, Uber or ordering pizza through a mobile app? This is a technology made. So, in coming years, if I see a future shop floor, I will see that employees in the age group of 60 as an employee, then employee from LGBT community, employee in the age group of 20, then specially abled employee, cobots, collaborative robots, as well as female employees. So this diverse workplace become more inclusive, and the whole pattern of working will get redefined in coming days. In such a scenario, the provisions of standing orders need to be redefined. Need to be redefined. See the remote worker who is sitting at home and worker who is working at workplace, how that act of omissions will be similar, sir. So that entire scenario will get redefined in coming days, my dear students. So this is the reason I am confident that in coming days, with the resilience and originality, we will navigate this evolution successfully. We as a professional will not only adapt, but we will lead. Modern IR now leverages with predictive analytics, foresee absenteeism trends, cloud platforms for document management, and e-signatures for agreements. So HR teams aided with all these smart systems. Digital records support compliance, audit readiness, and transparency, reducing opportunity for manipulation and error, thus creating trust and assurance. Looking at a way forward, as we navigate these algorithms, let us remember technology may drive future, but it is the people who power progress. Let industrial relations be seen not as a compliance burden, but as a strategic enabler, a way to build resilient, inclusive, and sustainable organization. Let us live with compassion, courage, and conviction, because unity brings prosperity and collaboration fuels growth. Let us not just adapt to change, let us shape it together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us.